show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bum 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 boom 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 boom. What is up, good people? You are watching Brudsy Entertainment. Let's get on with that screen. What's up, people? You're watching Brudsy Entertainment. So we had a very interesting night of boxing. What I'm gonna do first, I've had a lot of. We're gonna be reviewing the fights and everything, and you know, just getting a little taste of everything. I'm gonna be looking at some of the comments that I've had recently on some of the videos that I've done. Um, let's find some. Let's find some comments. Let me just get them up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Get them up. Get them up. Get them up. Okay. Whew, disappointing. That's what I'm gonna say. A little bit disappointing. Let's start with Logan Paul first and Mr. Dillion Danis. Yeah, what do we say about that, guys? Logan very hesitant. Um, quite rightly as well, because I think everyone, like I called it before the fight. I said, this would end in a disqualification. Um, and I think in the back of Logan's mind, he was definitely thinking this kid's up to something. Boxed very hesitantly. He did let go of his hands a little bit, but then I think he was just really worried about what Dillion. I think he was really worried what Dillion might do. Dillion, bit of a flop to be honest with you. A lot of big talk. He sold the fight because I probably wouldn't have bought this fight. There's no way, click of a button on one of my streams, boy, and I'm watching that. Mm, Dylan, just a flop, really. Like it would have been different if he would have been able to actually get that guillotine in, boy. But yeah, he flopped it. And then Logan flopped with the hammer fist. Boom, missed it big time. Um, pretty much a flop, to be honest with you. Like, and I'm pretty sure now Logan's going to sue the fuck out of him. He's probably going to end up having to go bankrupt after they've dealt with him with all the freaking wifey drama and stuff. Um, yeah, it's a wrap for me if you ask me on him. I'm actually worried. Like, I'm quite worried for his safety as well. Like Logan Paul and that lot. They got a lot of resources and a lot of fucking money, boy. So they could quite easily deal with that problem. Dylan has been taking the piss lately with some of them freaking comments and stuff, boy. Logan trying to make out like he's like forgiving him and everything. But yeah, but sadly, guys, that's all I can really add on this Logan Paul freaking Dillion Danis situation. The Royal Rumble at the end was interesting. That's what we want to talk about. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's what sells. That's what's interesting. Like imagine if that was like 10 man going crazy in the ring. Like that would be entertaining as fuck, man. We need to work on that. Actually, I'm gonna talk about a tag team thing as well. The tag team thing could have been. I think that could have been more interesting. Like that actually could have been more interesting. They're on their way to something there. Like imagine like a combat sport sort of like where you can, I don't know, where you can, there's with certain rules, like where you can punch people in the face, you can kick them, you can't use knees or elbows, but you can, but everything, kind of like wrestling, but real sort of like MMA style sort of stuff. No grappling or anything, just punches and kicks, and no direct shots to the nose, 'cause that's just dangerous. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I might maybe take that one out. But that would be very interesting, and tag teaming and stuff like that. That would be really, really interesting. Um, I might have to set up a couple of fights myself, but right, on to the main event, guys. This is where everyone's getting their knickers in a twist. Um, Tommy Fury. Let me just say this first, guys, on Tommy Fury, okay? Tommy Fury, you're a great guy. When you was in Love Island, you could tell that you was a genuine guy. You're a great guy, really cool guy. Nothing against you whatsoever, bro. But when you like everything, or everything he says is like, oh, I'm a professional boxer. I'm this, I'm that. KSI and KSI as well, bro. Like, who trained you for this fight? Honestly, who trained you? Like some of the big talk that I was hearing from KSI saying, I'm with this trainer, I've been sparring all these professional boxers and doing that. Like, that just tells you straight away, yeah, because he was genuinely, I don't think he was blowing smoke up his ass. Like, I generally think he believed that he was ready to go into a fight. He wasn't. If Tommy Fury was, like, no disrespect to you, Tommy, but if you were even just half the boxer that you could like proclaim yourself to be, just use that jab, bro. Just use that jab. My man's fighting like that on the hop and then throwing a swing like that. That is an embarrassment for boxing, bro. Like, when you see someone doing that, like, you're just thinking, like, this is a street fight. Like, my man's it's literally what you. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that meme. You know that cut that Cotton Eye Joe meme that's on TikTok. I might have to get KSI doing that. I bet you any money someone's already done it. But yeah, it's a lot of work. But where was I with Tommy? Tommy, great guy. Nothing against the guy. He's making big bags. Happy for him, bro. Really happy for you and your family. But, like, just cut the bullshit, bro. Like, you're a very, like, average at best boxer, as the great man once said. An average boxer. Yes, you're a professional boxer, but I say you're very average. You'd be very lucky if you could beat the top 10 in your weight, whichever weight that may be, because you don't seem to be able to fight a set weight. And, this is obviously, here's the dilemma. It's like, do I bother grinding? In his head, he's thinking, do I bother grinding and trying to fight all these professional boxers, these real boxers, and end up getting battered and making no money from it? Or do I just go down the influencer route? And he's obviously chosen the right thing, but you can't then say, I'm this, I'm that, when you haven't proven yourself at all. Like, no one's seen you. Like, and against KSI, hot, like, just clowning around basically. Against KSI, he's clowning around the ring. He's throwing windmills. That was not hard to deal with. Like, my man's like that, and he's throwing big windmills at you, bro. Come on, you catch that big right hand on the shoulder, and then you just rip. I would have just timed it with a left hook. As soon as he'd thrown it, I would have timed it. I would have just, like, because it was coming from over here, it weren't coming from underneath. I would have just slipped under and left hooked him. And, like, if you'd have caught him once, if you'd have timed that once and cleaned him with a left hook, literally, and then if you catch him clean with that left hook, come back with a right hook, and the fight's over, bro. KSI didn't look great, but I must say this, guys. I gave KSI the first and second round, and the second round he won by 2 points. So that made him 3 points up. So that I don't know how he lost the fight. So KSI, I'm with you, buddy. I think you won the fight, but yeah, I don't even understand that, to be fair, because that means that means the judges are saying that Tommy Fury won 5 rounds, no? Because obviously, KSI's had the 1 point. Tommy had the deduction 1 point, quite rightly. That puts in 2 rounds up. So that means, like, the judges must have given him. It just doesn't even make sense, the scoring of it. So I don't know, man. But yeah, what was I saying about KSI? He must be surrounded by yes men. Them sparring partners did not care about him. I'm telling you, they did not care about him, because he could have got hurt. He could have got hurt. You cannot fight a professional boxer, any decent professional boxer, with that windmill style, bro. There's no way. I don't give a shit. Like, I would honestly say you would struggle to hit, like, an average Joe boxer with that windmill right hand. An average Joe, and he's landing on Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury weren't able to deal with that system. Like, I don't know what to say, guys, but, a lot of work for Tommy if he's really serious about boxing. But can he be serious? Does he really want? Is it even worth it for him now? Like, because deep down inside, he'll know his level. Like, everyone can blow smoke up his ass, but deep down inside, he'll know his level. And imagine it would just be a case of, do I really want to be getting hurt? Like, there's no need. He's made his money now. He can still fight more influencers. He got the win. Don't know how, but guys, I'm gonna leave this with you. That was my little review. Shout out to Tommy Fury. Shout out to KSI. Everyone went home safely. That's the main thing. Everybody, Broads Entertainment. Hasta mañana. A Wiedersehen. Doble notes.